All right, I'm going to break this down for you really quick. Now, a lot of you guys may not understand this, but I understand this from now figuring out the answer myself. So, this is my answer, and this is my reason why. Yours might be similar, yours might be the same, it might be completely different, but you have to dig into yourself and find this. But the reason why you chase women, whether it's just following models on social media or always commenting or unnecessarily liking pictures all the time. I'm not saying that you don't have business friends. I'm not saying you don't have associates. I'm not saying that you don't have girlfriends. And I'm not saying that liking pictures sometimes is bad. But when you are a 40-year-old man and you follow 1,000 or 2,000 models and you're just in there you do know that the people that follow you see all those likes. And I myself, with the people that I follow, like some of the same names are popping up like a dozen times a day. It's just when every single time I come across like a profile of a female and it's like the same three of my friends that like the pictures, like that's a sign, man. Like how much you have to be on social media liking pictures for other people to start noticing your name coming up frequently. And this is why you guys hide behind fake profiles and avatars, because you know your behavior is embarrassing and you don't want to put a face to that behavior. So for myself, when I was chasing women and trying to hook up with women all the time, it was myself chasing validation because I didn't validate myself. When I did a good job, when girls gave me good feedback, when I got told that I was good in bed, that is what validated me. So I was chasing that every single day. That language that supported that I was doing something good was the high to me. And it's because my first girlfriend never gave me any positive feedback whatsoever. She slept with multiple of my friends, and some of them I did not even find out about until years later. And even my mom did not give me that much attention. Like everything I did was inherently wrong or I got yelled at for. So whether or not there's a reason for it, it does not mean that those experiences when you're younger or earlier in life make that behavior okay. And this is the problem with things like diagnosing traumatic experiences and stuff like that. I have trauma. You use your trauma, you use your past experiences to hang on to the bullshit behavior you do now so you don't have to fucking change. And this is straight up bitchery. This is straight up bitch made behavior. If you hang on to, this happened to me when I was a kid, so I behave like this now. No, you're a fucking bitch. You have to fucking change. Look in the fucking mirror, see what you're doing wrong, acknowledge it and fix it and move on with your life. So this is what it is for me. This is what it was for me. I would be chasing women to get that validation because that made me feel good. So those phases when I was single, when I didn't have girlfriends, I was perpetually chasing. The first thing I would do at this point, when we were underground, when we were at the shaft area, the waiting area at the end of the day to go back to surface, we had Wi-Fi there. And it got to the point where the guys that I consistently worked at the face with every day, they'd just be like, oh, like, they wouldn't say, what am I doing tonight? They just say, who is it tonight? Because they knew that that's what I was like trying to do like every fucking day. And that's how I lived for like 14, 16 months consistently. And I mean, that doesn't even highlight the behavior, like the liking the pictures and the commenting and stuff that I had going on behind the scenes in my relationships when I was in my early 20s and my mid 20s. So what it is you have to acknowledge that your phone is a funnel. Okay, your phone is a funnel to all your desires. Like I said, whether it's the models, whether it's like just on Instagram or Facebook or Threads or whatever the case may be, or it's porn, or it's OnlyFans or whatever the fucking websites are. Or, I mean, not that dating apps are bad, I'm all for it, but you have to know the intention you're using it with. So all those things, your phone is a funnel to those activities, to those behaviors. So knowing how to use your phone and how to clean up your phone is very, very important. So you have to clean up things like your explore page. You have to like literally just look at anything other than women on social media, or you're going to keep getting that pushed out to you. Even when I started a new Instagram account, all the suggested accounts are all female models immediately, because they're trying to push that to you because the algorithm understands that males that are 34 years old view that type of content in excessively high volume. So recognize that your phone is a funnel and you have to take care of that appropriately, because it might just be looking at models on Instagram right now, but in the back of your head, it's just like the second that you know you're alone and the woman's not in the house, it's like you know you're going to the hub. Like all it is just setting the tone of your mindset, and you're always dwelling about them, you're always thinking about them, they're always in the back of your mind. And the fact that you too are very, very likely searching for validation with women or looking at these women all the time, it's because those type of women or women that are that attractive are not in your life. And the reason why they're not in your life is because of the character that you lack. It's what you don't have. When you have true character, when you have true confidence, and you show up every single day and do the fucking work, you attract people that are going to be more attractive, that have similar values to you. When you're a low-level fucking clown and you sit there and just gawk at women all fucking day, that's all you're ever gonna see. You're gonna see them through a fucking screen for the rest of your life, and that is it. You have to understand that. You will only see them through a screen, and you will sit there like a loser with a fucking piece of pizza crust on your fucking couch with your dick in your hand, thinking about women all day. And you can say whatever you want about it. Like, my problem inherently wasn't looking at them online. It was a part of the fucking problem for sure, but I could get them. And I'm not saying that you can't, but when you live that, it takes you so long to get away from that. To be able to go out and get it, especially with the access through social media, it does take a lot of discipline. So you got to get right to the foundation of the problem. And that starts with your phone. Like, the path that I was on was like reckless, like disgusting, reckless. Like, we're talking like sex clubs in big cities like Toronto. We're talking like, there was a time when I was partying and doing drugs, like I was sleeping and I woke up because like some chick was like laying on me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I look over and there's like two chicks banging in my bed. I didn't know who one of them was. I'm like, are you guys fucking serious? Like, at what point of your life do you have a mirror with a bunch of cocaine on your fucking dresser and two girls having sex in your bed? You don't know who one of them is, and they woke you up and you're pissed off just because you wanted to sleep. And that's how frequently shit like that was happening. Okay? Like, you sit there and you think about women in that manner like it's some kind of a glorious fucking lifestyle. Like, oh yeah, that'd be so fucking cool. Like, no, like it's actually not. Like, you're sitting there, your wife is probably on the couch beside you, or your girlfriend or your fiance. She's probably sitting 3 feet away from you, and you're looking at women on social media. You can't even be fucking present. Like, you can't even like hang out with her and socialize with her because you're thinking about other women. You're thinking about this other life, this other lifestyle that you think you want because you can't validate yourself, because you live like a fucking bitch. All your cowardly behavior breaks you down, and you're dwelling you're dwelling on this idea. You're thinking about this idea, and you think this is what's going to make you feel complete. You're like, oh, if I could just have like one threesome, that'd be fucking great. Like, oh, that'd be like such a good story to tell the fucking boys. It's like, great. And then you're like me, and now you have like 30 of these fucking stories that like live in your head, like memories every fucking day. And you're like, you know what? Like, the next step, it's like wife and kids. It's like, these are stories that are just going to relive as memories in my head. I can't take these to the campfire with my family. They just live there forever. It's like, you want to carry that burden? Do you want to carry that for the rest of your life, where you have 70, 80, 90, 100 women in your head that just live there all the time? And it's just like so hard for you to connect with somebody new because of how you behaved when you were 27, 28, and 29 years old? Do you actually want that? No. Like, I don't think you do. Like, it sounds fucking cool when you're 25 years old and you're bragging to your buddies about who you hooked up with. And you're, oh yeah, I'm banging this chick. It's like, no, it's like, you think that that's cool. You think that validates you, and you might high five each other, but you're fucking both losers and low level clowns because you are missing the character. You don't live that hard. You're a coward, you're a chump, and you might stand behind, I work 8 hours, I work 10 hours, I work pretty hard. No, and then you go and you miss in absolutely every other area of life. You miss in every other area. You look like shit, you feel like shit, you act like shit. Your outside is a reflection of who you are inside. And if you lack character on the inside, it's highly probable your body reflects that. It's highly probable what comes out of your mouth reflects that. It's highly probable your habits, your mindset, and your discipline reflects that. You have to work on you. You have to. I mean, people just think it's just fucking working out. But what working out is going to do is it's going to give you mental clarity. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to give you something to consistently work towards. And it's something that you can take out 45 minutes, 60 minutes, like 2 hours a day to improve yourself. And that time slot that you use for that, not only is it going to clear your head, but it's going to take time away from all the fuckery that you used to take part in. That's why when I work out, I know that I have to treat my body good the rest of that day. I don't want to waste my workout. I go to bed early because I know I have to wake up early, and that removes that time when I'm going to go out and be a fucking loser. Like, I don't even think most of you men, most of you guys, I don't think you like to be in bars that much. You might like to go out, get some wings, have a couple beers, hang out with some buddies, and that's cool. But there's most of the time, clubs, strip clubs, that lifestyle, you're only there because there's women there. And you're glorifying that lifestyle that you think you want, but you really can't handle it. You can't even handle your thoughts as it is. You can't handle your own thoughts. You can't even handle yourself. You don't even know who you are yet. You don't know how to validate yourself yet. And if you keep chasing that in other places, you will fuck yourself right off. Mark my fucking words. It takes years, literally, like I'm on year 3, year 4, year 5, trying to turn this character around. And it's still fucking hard for me not to fall back into that shit. You know how easy it is for a guy that looks like me, confident like me, like literally, like, look, all right? I'm 6'1", I look good, I'm jacked, I fit the profile, I'm confident, I can talk smoothly on camera, I can talk to people in public. It's like, you don't think that I could go to the bar multiple times a week and pick up a girl? You know how hard it is to just not do that when you know that you could do it, when it could be something that's so simple? That's fucking discipline. That's the character that you need. And you have to understand your own values and what you really value and what you really want in life. Or if you sit there on your phone, on your funnel, on your fucking device, you will chase that shit till the day you fucking die. And I know, because I can pick up on the patterns and I see people, like I see those same pictures. It is almost impossible to keep your feed woman free. You get ads for threads, all that stuff. Women are all there. It's all there. You can see who likes it. And it's such a small world. Even though social media is such a big world, like I said before, it is such a small world too. And the fact that I can even come across multiple people multiple times a day that are just out there liking pictures that just happen to pop up on my feed, like, man, you got to think about that. Associates aside, business aside, maybe some people that are in your plethora of like fitness or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that you have to erase every woman on social media off everything. Like, I'm not saying that at all, but you know on the inside what your intention is with each profile. You know that. There's obviously people that are going to belong there. There's going to be accounts that you want there, but you know deep down that probably 98% of them, they're just there to look at. So you have to look into yourself for those answers. I can't give you those answers, and I can't say this one's good or this one's bad, or this is your intention with this one or this one isn't. That's up to you. This is why honesty, transparency, and being you is so fucking important. If you can't be honest with yourself, you will experience no growth. So I'm going to wrap it up here. For those of you, when you know, and you can look at yourself and understand that, you know what, maybe there's some merit here, maybe there's some points here. I find myself perpetually chasing women either through social media, or I have bad intentions with dating apps, or I'm only looking to solely hook up with people. I'm not looking for a partner. I'm not saying that shit can't happen. I'm not saying that, you know what, maybe you see somebody for a few weeks, you hook up, it's not right, whatever. I'm not saying that. But you have to understand your own intentions, and that's why you have to be honest. If you have the intention to use dating apps in a poor way, or a way just to satisfy your needs, and that's not the intention of the other people that you're seeing, like, it has to be, if your actions are not fair and understood by all parties involved, you will accumulate bad karma for that. That is bad intentions. The same thing with the social media side of things. And you know what? You got a partner, you got a wife. I mean, there's no reason why you need to be watching porn anyways. Like, honestly, you fucking don't. So, homework. Clean up your fucking phone. Delete Threads. Threads is fucking cancer. All right? It's the first app you got to get rid of. You can hide ads on Facebook, so they pop up less. You have to be honest with yourself and do that. On Instagram, I think you can only like remove like 30 or 40 people an hour, or Instagram shuts that down. You can only remove so many people at a time, or it's like a violation of community guidelines. It's like Instagram trying to protect its community, so you can only remove like 30 or 40 people an hour. Start chipping away at the ones that you know are just a funnel to your desires, that you're there just to look at. And it's going to take time. It's probably going to take weeks or months for some of you, but it is what it is. Just fucking do it. Start cleaning your phone up. Start cleaning up that funnel. And then eventually what you'll do is you'll just have only your social media account with, well, hopefully no outlets to that type of content. And that's going to keep away most of your desire. What you're going to find is the more you see it, the more you're going to want it. So you want to reduce that. And then at that point, you really only have to deal with your own sexual desires. I mean, you're a dude, all right? You got your fucking testosterone is high. I get it. Then at that point, you just have to mentally fight off your urge with porn. And like I said, if you can clean up your Instagram, your Facebook, your social media, like your TikTok too, like TikTok's fucking cancer. I get rid of that too. But I mean, at least if you can't use it in a good way. Use your phone as an educational device, a learning device, and a networking device. Don't question your intentions with what you're doing, and that will make this a lot easier for you. And what you really need to do is do the things that validate you. Work out, build a body, follow a meal plan, spend time with family, engaging with the people around you that really matter. You know, do hard shit, challenge yourself, put new habits in place, remove old bad habits. Those are the things that are going to validate you. Like, I don't talk like this because of the women that I hooked up with, or my fucking stories, sleeping with multiple women and threesomes and shit, and fucking orgies and sex clubs. That doesn't validate me. That takes away from me. Having to talk about it takes away from me. Why do I talk about it? Not to build a level of hierarchy or to look over you or condescend over somebody. It's because I took lessons out of that I feel like could help a vast majority of men. And the statistics on the internet show that. This is me being completely transparent. You know who the fuck I am. You know what I went through, what I chose to do, and how I fixed it. So use it for that. That's what you got to do. Clean up your homework, or clean up your phone, do your homework, be honest with yourself. Let's fucking go.